What an asshole! Podcasting from Basshole Studios in Hollywood, California. You're listening to I'm an Asshole with Doug Bass. We've all been one, so let's talk about it. Now, here's your host, Doug Bass.
He's an asshole, sir.
He's an asshole.
Hey, Bassholes, what's going on? It's Doug Bass. Welcome to I'm a Basshole, I'm an Asshole. Thanks for joining us on the show today. Make sure you follow us on all the social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff, at A-Hole Podcast. And the YouTube channel is at Doug Bass Comedy or at A-Hole Podcast. So check out the videos there. I'm excited for today's show. We have comedian Kareem Matthews in the house today. And, of course, Rob DeRocha. Guys, how are you guys?
Good.
What up,
Good to
dicks?
be here.
What's going
What up,
on?
assholes?
What's going on, assholes?
And what's up, Kareem?
What's up, Rob? How you been, man?
I've been good, man. I think I saw you at the Comedy Chateau last time.
Yeah, I came out because I saw you guys were gonna be there. It's been a minute, man.
Yeah, man. I know. I've known Kareem. We used to do back in the same with Jen Murphy.
Oh, okay.
We used to do Jen Murphy did the show too.
She did,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know if you saw that. Did you listen to the show?
No, I didn't see
Kareem?
her episode.
Oh, you missed Jen Murphy's episode. It's all good. They're all available on YouTube for rewatching.
Jen's cool peeps though.
Yeah, we used to do this show that was like on Fridays and Saturdays, and it was like just a packed show. It was called the Annex at the Ice House before it became Stage 2, and it was like packed. We just got a lot of reps there. That was like the comedy grind and free drinks, and
that was a good room. I did that a couple times.
yeah, dude, that room is amazing.
So you guys go way back. How long have you guys known each other?
Maybe since we were like 5.
Five? Oh, really?
Nah.
You guys were in like daycare together?
I would say it's probably coming up on 20 years though.
20 years, man.
Yeah, because it was probably the early 2000s when we were doing.
I think it was like maybe 2000. No, I got involved in that like 2006. I know you were involved with her a little bit earlier.
Yeah. So that's 15 years.
Yeah, man.
If that's right.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah, that was a great time. Like a bunch of solid comics came up out of that little environment.
Eric Griffin.
Yeah.
Who
Lonnie
else?
Love.
Lonnie Love. I mean, you would probably. Who else? Craig Shoemaker used to do the show.
Ari.
Ari Shafir used to do the show all the time. I mean, Jen Murphy. I don't know. Kareem Matthews.
Rob DeRocha.
Oh yeah, that guy was
Everyone did it.
amazing.
Kareem, just so you know, if you look in the monitor, you might want to move over to your the other way.
Other way. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. You're
There
in
you
the
go.
middle there.
Now everyone can see your beautiful face on YouTube. There you go. Well, thanks for coming into the studio. Appreciate when people come in and decide to chat.
Oh yeah,
with us.
you've been vaxxed?
Yeah, have you been vaccinated?
Oh, I have not.
Oh, okay. We are. So
Why?
we're good.
So we should be cool then,
We're good.
right?
Yeah, well, we're vaxxed, so we got herd immunity right
This
now.
is a COVID-free house.
Hey, what did you guys get? The 1 shot, the 2 shot, Moderna, Pfizer?
I got
give me some breakdown.
I got the 4 shot.
I'm Team Pfizer.
You got Pfizer?
Yeah, I got Pfizer.
Yeah, Pfizer I got. That seems to be the one that most people like. I don't know many people who have Moderna. If they do, I'm like, oh, really? Like you're rare.
Yeah,
You're
I
rare.
Judge people
You're
now.
rare. You got Moderna.
You got Johnson Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And Moderna is the one I've been hearing people had the most like issues with. You know, what I mean, not
The Moderna one,
Yeah, not major side effects, but they said they were like down for a day or two.
Right.
Usually the Pfizer one I've been hearing pretty good things about.
I think
Pfizer. I went for a run. Like I never once felt like. I mean, I felt a little bit, but it just went away.
Pfizer. I trust the name of the brand, Pfizer.
Right.
It sounds a little Germany.
And Moderna, Pfizer had products. You heard of Pfizer products before.
That's
you know?
right.
And Moderna too, though, and that's the thing. Like Moderna's always kind of been like the knockoff.
Johnson & Johnson to me is like baby oil or diapers or something. I don't know. It's
Powder,
It's like
powder.
we're getting into the COVID vaccine business. Like, that would be like Toyota being like, yeah, we got a vaccine as well. Or something.
3 comedians talking about vaccines. That's always good, right? Like
Yeah, Toyota.
Yeah.
You know, we got a vaccine too.
Yeah, buy a car, get a vaccine.
yeah, I don't like the T-Mobile vaccine. I'm not too into that. No.
But you get unlimited vaccine updates.
Yeah. Well,
Unlimited booster shot.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Oh, we can go all day with that one. Oh my god.
so Kareem, what's the comedy scene like right now? I mean,
Yeah.
we went out yesterday. We have a story, but like, what do you think of the comedy scene right now in Los Angeles with things opening up and?
Well,
Because I know you've been around, right?
I've been out. Yeah, I've been out. I think it's gonna be the same, but I think it's gonna be a little bit different too. You know what I mean? I think this year off is gonna kind of hit a restart on things a little bit. I mean, obviously some of the same people are still gonna be around, but I think Joe Rogan moving away was huge.
Oh, yeah.
He took, I would say, a fraction of the community away. You know what I mean?
He took a nice little chunk. Yeah.
So
I love it.
no, I mean,
I wish like 2 more like Joe Rogan does would just
man.
take a chunk and leave. You know, take a
Tim
chunk and go to another
Dillon,
city.
and then maybe he'll take some more people out.
Yeah.
I don't know, anybody else. Just
Make a comedy island in like South Pacific somewhere.
So
Just take everyone with
go to
you.
Key West. just forget the comedy scene out here, man. Just
hilarious. But that's opening up slots though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's a good thing.
I call it the Great Reset. Yeah, it's the reset in comedy because all the people that used to go to the Comedy Store, like, there's just a whole new wave of people that are going to be coming in, newbies, or I don't know who really started off doing comedy during COVID, but that'd be like the worst time.
There was a lot of people that started like right before COVID. Like they're like, yeah, I'm gonna be a comedian, and then like 2 weeks in COVID, and, it was
And,
like,
it's like,
oh.
and they're blaming that for their career not being like.
Yeah, they're like, I've been doing comedy for a year, but does that year count? No,
Yeah.
it doesn't count. Zoom comedy doesn't count. No, sorry.
I mean, I don't think anyone should age either for the last year either. Like, we
No,
should just,
I
like,
turned
skip
40
it.
during the pandemic, so
Yeah, you're
part of me just wants.
39.
I'm 39. I got another year in my 30s.
39,
I'm
man.
gonna pull that
Fuck
lie.
that.
Why not? It's LA.
Hilarious.
We went to the Improv last night.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, Rob went up. Yeah.
Yeah, the open mic.
Melrose?
Yeah. The open mic, and like good comics were there, bad comics, whatever, and it was fun. And it was a good environment.
Tuesday nights.
Tuesday night, a lot of bitter comics too in the audience. Like no one wants to laugh.
I like that you opened up with that last night.
Well, hell yeah.
You're like, hello, all the bitter.
I didn't give a fuck.
I know.
At that point,
I like that. That was angry Rob.
That was your opener? That was your opener?
Yeah, that was my opener because
Hilarious.
like everybody was so with their arms crossed and no one was, and like there were some solid jokes being told up there and people were still
Solid, yeah.
Yeah, and some guy was in the back. I'm not gonna say their names or this and that, but
No?
they were just in the back complaining about every comic. Like, oh man, I'm better than that. Da-da-da. Oh,
Wow.
that shit ain't. And then they go up and they fucking eat shit. So it's just like beautiful.
Hilarious.
It's like.
So how was the setup at the Improv? Was it vaccine only? Like,
Not outside.
No, you can show up.
Inside, you need your vaccine.
it was it was the outdoor show.
Patio show. It's now on Tuesday nights.
Okay.
Your kind's allowed in there. Your kind.
No.
Anti-vaxxers.
No, because they're doing the vaccine only shows inside though.
Yeah.
Indoors, if it has a ceiling over your head, you got to be vaxxed.
And comics too.
Vaxxed, or you took a test within the
Within
last
70
like 24 hours or something like
Yeah,
that.
I think comics have to be vaxxed too to perform.
Yeah, they said
inside.
comics
Yeah.
too.
Well, the comedians, I think you can go hang out there if you want at the bar.
No, I think you can't.
No, you can if you're
they're
vaxxed.
definitely not checking cards at the bar. I'll tell you that. But
Because I heard that they were saying that everyone had to be vaxxed to be inside, bar or not.
that's what they put on the. Well, I don't know about the bar, but like if you buy a ticket to the show and go see it as an audience, I think you have to show your card as well, your vaccine card. And I'm guessing the performers have to be vaccinated.
Yeah, I heard it was because I was asking about that. You know what I mean?
Performers don't have to be vaccinated. They can
I
be
think
tested.
they do.
No, they're tested right
or
there.
Or they're tested.
Yeah,
Or-
Quincy
okay,
told me
okay,
at the Comedy Store they were doing tests right there, like those rapid tests,
really?
like whatever, like in 30 minutes or I don't know how fast it goes.
okay.
But like he got tested because he was performing in the Friends and Family, and he got tested, and then right then and there it was like
At the Comedy Store?
at the Comedy Store, yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
'Cause that's
what
all
about
they're
Laugh
booking, like.
Factory? Is that the same? You know?
I'm gonna actually go to the Laugh Factory and I'll report back to you on the next podcast.
All right.
But
yes, please do. Yeah.
But I am gonna go check it out to see if I can get in. I got my Vax card, so
There you go.
you know,
Yeah.
I got that Vax confidence.
Yeah. I got mine laminated. You know, if you bring your vaccination card to Office Depot, they will make a copy and laminate it for free.
Really?
Yeah, you should do it because
Nah.
you might have to carry it around when you go to New York and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, but there might be a third shot too for the Pfizer. So then now you fucked up your fucking card.
no, it's a copy of your card. It's not the actual one.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
I'm just saying
So-
they might ask, like, you go to concerts and stuff this summer or whatever you're gonna do. They might be like, show us your card, and people aren't going to be able to just take a picture of it on their phone. I think they're going to have to actually bring the card.
I'm gonna get a tattoo of my Vax card right over here on my arm.
You should wear it around your neck on a chain.
Oh shit! That's the right Wu-Tang style,
cool.
like in a W type of thing.
Right, or like Flavor Flav.
Now, Rob, didn't you
With a
send
V for the Vax.
Rob? Didn't you send me a video where people were posting that they were putting magnets up to their arms after they got shot?
Yeah. Okay.
Not like a shot.
Why
Sorry.
haven't you taken the Vax? I don't want.
Let's bring this up real quick.
It doesn't need to
Let's
be
get
controversial.
political.
No.
I know.
The thing is, okay. Here's my thing. I don't know if you know me. Like, I'm not gonna. If someone like disagree, like I've talked to anti-vaxxers. Like someone told me, like I'm not gonna name names again, but another comics is like, yeah, I don't believe in the vaccine. And then the conversation just ended there. I wasn't going to try to convince them to take the vax or whatever. It's just like
it's like
your
a vegan
choice.
trying to convince you to eat.
Exactly.
Right.
Like,
No,
and that's the way I
look at
see
it,
it.
too.
Even if if you believe in there was election stolen or whatever, like it's like I don't want to argue with you about it.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
But I'm just curious what your thoughts on it.
Okay, that's controversial too. But I think the election being
What
stolen
is
is
these
a little.
days?
You know what I mean? You're right, but. I'm not really an anti-vaxxer, like you said. I think it's everyone's personal choice. You know what I mean? But for me personally, like, we just have a history in this country with vaccines. Like, my people of color. You know what I mean? So
you don't say, Tuskegee man. Holy shit.
So I mean,
fuck, man.
And I'm not saying that I'm not going to get the vaccine. You know what I mean? And again, that's why I'm keeping real close tabs on what these comedy clubs are doing, because I think that's what will put me in the position of having to get it. Is if where something that's going to really affect my life is making it mandatory.
Well, that makes sense, because it's like if it's affecting your career or what you want to do, like I'm not allowed to go perform if I don't have this fucking shot.
I can't work. Then basically,
then you're gonna have to do it. It's
I mean, you can still work because there's places that are still hiring people. Because there's people that there's QAnon clubs.
It's the same thing as it's like the debate of like, hey, do I join SAG or do I keep working non-union? I don't know.
Well, I think
Well, I don't know if it's the same.
I'm not joking.
Do you get a free DVD in the mail?
Yeah, of things that you already own.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I obviously wasn't rushing to get the vaccine, and I'm not still rushing to get it. But if it, I'm just gonna wait it out and see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it becomes where it's like, okay, none of the clubs are letting you perform, and like you can't travel to perform, then it's gonna kind of be like,
then it's gonna fuck things up.
I'm gonna have to think about it more seriously.
Absolutely,
I mean,
that makes sense.
And you know what, Kareem? Though you can. I mean, you still can perform. Right now, it's not like. They're not telling like you just have to take a test.
Yeah.
Oh no, and and that's why I'm cool with that. And that's why so far it's not, I mean,
they might even go as far as having like a COVID comedy club where people don't want to get, the vaccine.
And I just think when June 15th hits, like shit's gonna open back up. You know what I mean? And I think then it's not gonna be so much, you gotta have this card to get in here.
And there's gonna be updates with these vaccines. There's probably gonna be like a new one out in the fall or something.
Well, a booster at least, they were saying. So I mean, again,
wait and see. You're right. Yeah, it's like I got it, but you never know what's gonna happen.
I was on the same boat with you. That's the thing is I agree with you, and I wanted to wait as long as I possibly could, but my girl got vaccinated and and it's like,
he wasn't letting you have sex
anymore.
Same thing. Rob, you can't hit it till you
can't. My wife wants to go traveling, and she got vaccinated, so I'm like, all right, I guess I'm getting vaccinated because we got to go travel.
Then I'm going to New York, and then I want to and plus I just want to perform at the clubs, and I don't want any hassle. I got the card,
right?
So it's like, I don't know. And when I did it, never once felt sick. Even if I thought like I would have got COVID, I think I would have survived if I got it. I don't think nothing. I think my penis would have got bigger. Right. But other than that, like, that's.
Well, some places are offering incentives to get the shot, like a free,
this is the
burger,
stupidest.
Free burger, free beer.
Fucking donuts for people that are obese.
A sucker, a lollipop you get like when you went to the doctor.
Fucking like children. Stupid people that fucking the fries over in fucking New York.
They were giving out burgers too.
Free free mini ice cream cone at Dairy Queen.
Dude, that's how you go. If you really want to get the people that haven't gotten it, if they're like, if you want to get another 1,400, get the vaccine.
Yeah, that would be right. Yes.
There you go. That's gonna happen.
Give people $1,000 and everyone will be like, yeah, I'll get the shot.
Right.
You can inject me whatever the fuck's in that needle. I don't even give a shit. Bleach? All right, great.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
We got this shot's called Tuskegee, but don't worry about it. It's only $1,000 a shot.
Where's my check?
Here's some heroin.
Wow, that just changes your view, Kareem.
Hey, you want to be? Are they serious or not?
Yeah, exactly. Money talks.
I do find it weird that they're using these like tactics that are just so like. I mean, you're right though. Money should be the tactic. Like you want your refund for next year or whatever. Fucking, we're gonna give you $100 or something like that. We'll throw it on.
Right, but I mean, we'll see.
We will see.
The vaccine is very new. You know what I mean?
Very new.
Like everyone's like, oh, nothing's happened to me yet. I feel fine.
It's all new. The vaccine's new. COVID is new.
See?
Exactly.
We went to we did go to an open mic last night. We tried after the improv.
Oh, you're gonna love this.
We went to an open mic
really
down the street from here. You know where Shakey's Pizza is on Santa Monica?
Yeah.
So across the street from there, there's an alley behind the buildings.
Oh yeah, no.
Have you been there?
No, I haven't been to the alley, but those studios.
So there's like sound recording studios over there.
Well,
and
audition place that I go to a lot too, off of like Sycamore.
Yeah, so it's near there, but it's down this. So it's like at 10 o'clock at night in this. You walk down.
10 o'clock chaos or something like that.
Yeah, something chaos. I forget the name of it.
And it was fucking chaos.
It was chaos. You walk down this alley, you think you might get mugged or something on the way there, and then you walk in and
it's just like, and then one guy was all like bald head and wearing like a dog leash and like
it's also like kind
a
of
vest with all tatted up white.
It's also a drug den kind of. Like,
yeah, and then he was like saying
like they were smoking in there.
No, they were doing other things than smoking.
Oh,
I don't know.
Were they?
Well, there was if you wanted to participate, there was apparently an option to purchase certain things.
What, really?
You didn't know that?
No, what was there?
That guy with the dog started holding up bags of shit.
Bags of what?
I don't know, man. I didn't know.
Now Rob is like, we're going back tonight.
I don't know.
Open still?
No, only at night. It's every night at like 10, I think.
Oh, really? It is every night?
Every weekday or something at least.
Wow. So how do you get up? Like,
so we went there. We paid it's $5 for 5 minutes or whatever. We paid and then we left
early. They give you a can of beer.
No, you got to buy a can of beer.
Oh, you have to buy
Quincy
that?
bought those.
Oh, you have to buy those.
Yeah. So, but we didn't stay the whole time because like they started really late and then like. We were like 10 or 13 on the list, and I was like, I got shit to do tomorrow.
I gotta tell
you guys paid and left.
Yeah, but we were like, can we get a credit? And they're like, yeah.
Yeah, well, let me tell you what happened though. Okay, so it was. Do you know Brian Dunkelman?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, but you know he was on the first season of.
Oh yeah, he talks about it on fucking.
What was he on?
First season of American Idol.
Yes, we were talking about that yesterday.
Co-host.
Oh
wait, that's him.
Yeah, I told you that.
Oh wait, I didn't hear you say that.
We had the same management at that time.
Oh,
like that year or two that he was going through that.
I know exactly who he is, but I did not realize that was him.
Yeah, that was him, man.
So he like
Meister. And he was like, man, fuck American Idol.
Wow.
Now,
and now
that's what he said.
He's still
and now he's doing an open mic in an alley with people shooting up. Oh my God. Wow.
Meanwhile, Ryan Seacrest.
No, man,
that hurts.
You know what's crazy is Seacrest showed up and he did some time.
All he did was
he bumped Dunkelman.
He got to go right up.
He bumped him.
All Seacrest did was go up on stage, smile, and say "Seacrest out," and then he left.
He said he bumped him.
He did a bump and then he bumped him.
He bumped and run. He bumped and run. That's what
he said. He did a bump, then he bumped.
He bumped and run, and then that's what he did.
Wow. Hilarious.
Oh man, I feel so bad. Oh, that's hard. Yeah,
no, but finish the Dunkelman story. I just had to preface Dunkelman.
No, and he's a nice guy. So
no,
like
he
this,
is.
No.
No.
It's funny because he does a joke about like he's Seacrest out and Dunkelman in. That supposedly they had sex. I don't know. He says that. He said that last night during his set.
I was high.
I missed that.
Yeah. But that's why it's funny that you say that because I was like thinking in my head, I'm like, I know this guy from somewhere. Anyways, so him and Lisa Alvarado, they don't even know about this mic, and we tell them about the mic. Quincy and I, we're like, hey, just come down to this mic. You guys want to come?
Quincy from the Ice House?
Yeah, Quincy Weekly.
Right.
So we all go to this mic, and then they're messaging me, going like, where is it? I'm all down this alley. I don't know where the fuck, like literal underground.
I would
comedy,
go with someone else if you're gonna go.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Go with numbers.
So they show up, and then like Quincy and I like talk them up to the guy running it because then they're they just saw him at the Improv as well, and they got special treatment there. So they're like, we'll put them up first. And this fucker, it's just funny to me because it's a fucking open mic, dude. And then he goes up and does like fucking like 10 to 15 minutes.
He did at least 12 minutes.
No, Dunkelman. They're going Dunkelman in the beginning, and the show, and it was just so.
But then
like,
Lisa also did.
That's
10.
why we left. It was like
That was 4
we were
comics.
like-
You just took
yeah,
up 4.
that's like 4 fucking comics
Right.
in this fucking dingy room.
Hilarious.
And I was just sitting there going like, "This month, we told you about
Yeah.
this place. Like,
I know.
why would you?"
It was
go
also
up
the
there
kind
and-
of place like if you want to get COVID, you probably just go hang out there for a few
Right.
hours.
I was just gonna say when you guys were saying it's indoors. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? They
yeah.
were
No
doing-
one's wiping
Oh,
the mic
man.
down and
people
nothing,
were
you know.
coughing on each other,
Yeah,
sneezing. Some guy was heckling Lisa Alvarado.
Oh,
is that
right.
right?
Yeah, well, she
Yeah.
said something about his dog, and then the guy like went after her. Or something.
Yeah, he didn't like her talking about his
That
dog.
guy
the
was
same
insane,
Same
though.
guy. That was
That's-
That's the guy that was selling all the drugs.
okay, yeah, because he
Hilarious.
was talking shit outside, and then I made fun of his vest because I'm like, "Oh, come on, buddy, with the
Yeah.
look what you're wearing a vest."
He
I think
sound
I
like
said
he-
you
At
look
the
like
same time,
YMCA.
I didn't want to mess with that guy because
I didn't either, but I just was being a comic and
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
if you're gonna make fun of us, I'll go fuck, go
Right,
fuck
right.
yourself.
He sounded like he was taking some of those drugs.
Oh
too.
no, he was. He was definitely on them. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he did not look very stable, and I would not let
I don't
him.
even know if I don't even think he was a comic.
I
think
was
he
just gonna ask that. Was he a
I
comic?
don't know. I don't think so.
I think he was a
Oh,
comic.
was?
There-
All right.
There's no way. I mean,
He's
you're
running a
crazy.
He might
Might-
be. He might just be the resident drug dealer for the mic. I don't know.
Yeah, then some girl showed up as a porn star, and then what else?
Wait, who?
I don't know. Someone said that's a porn star, maybe.
Oh,
I
the
don't
one,
know.
the girl that sat down next to Mia or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. It was just. Oh, that girl was just a gossip. Anyways, that's
Anyway,
what happened.
Go
We-
check it out if you want an adventure one night. You may not get up,
Right.
but you'll at least see some characters.
Um,
Oh my god!
and then when's the next pleasantly surprised?
All right,
show?
yeah. By the way, our pleasantly surprised. The next one. Well, we have one tonight at the If anyone's listening, 3 people are listening. Comedy Chateau tonight in North Hollywood. Rob and I are doing a show there.
I'm hosting it.
Rob is
Doug's
hosting.
on it.
I'm on it. Jamie
and
Kennedy,
then
Jeff Dye.
I was gonna say Kareem should do the next show.
Kareem, you should do the next show. I think it's the
Sounds
16th,
good.
June 16th. I think.
but
it
you
is.
got to be vaxxed.
No, no,
No, you don't have
not
to.
at Comedy Chateau.
No, it's outside. It doesn't matter.
Remember, I came. Is that the same show?
No,
I came-
yeah. You can,
Yeah, I came to the last one, I think.
Yeah, these
With
places.
Lachlan.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah, they don't care.
They're like, yeah.
They're
come
just
on
like,
in.
please
Right.
get people here. That's all they care about.
Right.
What?
Well,
You're homeless and looking for shelter?
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on in. Here's a bowl of soup. Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, that's tonight at 8 o'clock. If anyone's interested in tickets, DM us. We can figure it out. All right. Well, this is the Basshole podcast, Kareem. And our guests come on here and they talk about a time in their life that they may have been an a-hole. It can be an isolated incident, a chunk of time in your life. Maybe you're one now and you're working through some shit. Anything along those lines that you'd like to share with us in the audience today.
I can honestly say before he even tells a story,
Sure.
though, I've never seen Kareem be an asshole.
Yeah, he seems like a very lovely guy.
No,
Yeah.
like the amount of show. I mean, we've been drunk together
Uh-huh.
and
Blasted.
blasted out of freaking mind. He's laughing, but never have I seen you like an altercation. Even with another comic. I don't know if you've
Yeah.
ever had any comic beef or anything like that, but
No, it's funny because I was thinking about this question, and I feel like I was an asshole as a teenager.
There you go.
Like from like 13 to 19. And that's actually what led to me doing comedy.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? It was like I was always a shit talker. Like from junior high on, I rode the bus to school. So we would be in the back of the bus on the way to school and on the way home just roasting each other. You know what I mean? And it was like literally no holds barred. Like your mom came into it and we knew each other's moms
Your
because they
mama
would bring
jokes.
you
Yeah.
they would bring you to the bus stop or pick you up.
And then you'd start talking about this.
So we had real shit on your mom.
Where'd you grow up?
I actually banged your mom. No,
Actually, that actually happened.
no it didn't.
Yeah.
Was that
Yeah.
your asshole story? Is this what's about to happen?
No. This was actually when we went to high school. But a kid, one of our friends in high school, had sex with another kid's mom.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that shit was.
Where'd you grow up?
South LA, kind of like by Dorsey High School.
Okay.
Like La Brea and Rodeo area.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was funny because in that area, it was a crazy dichotomy of kids. Like there's the jungle right there where they did training day. And then right below that is like the Dons, which is like, the richer black kids. So
Gotcha.
our bus would go pick all those different kids up. You know what I mean? So on the bus, it's like a big conglomerate.
So it's a mix of
right.
different neighborhoods and
Rich
stuff.
kids, poor kids, you know what I mean? So I would say from like junior high, dude, to like college, I was just a major shit talker. And like I played sports too. I played basketball, so I was talking shit on the court and off the court. Had nicknames for everybody. Right. You know what I mean? Everybody.
Tell us some of these.
Well, it's funny because I don't want. Well, no one will know who she is except for the people who know us. But like, it was this girl.
By the way, we're #1 in Compton. By the way, we have a lot of Compton. I'm not joking.
No, yeah, we do have a lot of Compton.
We have a lot of listeners.
Shout out to Compton.
I don't know why, but we do.
Shout out to the CPT. Everybody at the Drew League.
That's where we're gonna do our first live show in Compton.
That's hilarious.
They're gonna love to see us.
Yep.
But go ahead.
But it was this girl that used to always have this gray jacket. It might have even been a Raider jacket, but you couldn't see like the Raider symbol. So we ended up calling her Gray Jack. Like that was her
Gray Jack.
Yeah, but no, we just had,
that wasn't that creative, actually. Gray Jack. Hey, it's great. And then if she was not wearing a gray jacket, would it throw you guys off?
No, we would still.
Where's your jacket?
We would still call her that anyway.
Yeah. Hey man, I got your jacket over here. You need to put this.
Isn't that interesting when kids, when you like start like naming kids like certain nicknames and like, I mean, I had people called me like Tree Slug Doug growing up, like in like elementary.
Were you
school.
slow?
Not really. It just like it rhymed with Doug, I guess. And, like,
and it stuck.
And it stuck for a little while, and then but either like when people start calling you names, you either like are like, oh man, come on, or you just like go with it, and you're like, all right,
Well, that's how I got Roach.
Right, so. Exactly. At first, you're like defeated, and then you're like, all right.
No, as a kid, I was very offended, and then as I got older, I was like, I'll just embrace it.
Yeah, there you go.
And that's usually how it is. You know what I mean? Right. As kids, you hate these things, and then when you get older, and you know these same people, that's kind of like your term of endearment for these people.
Yeah.
But so then when I got to college, it was pretty much the same way. You know what I mean? I was talking a lot of shit. And
what college were you going to?
UCSD.
UCSD. Oh, you were going to San Diego?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I went to school in San Diego. I mean, that's how the story is going. The story's going to run into that. But it was a girl at my school in college that was like, that shit you do all the time, that's kind of like stand-up comedy. And that like set a light, a bulb. I was like, oh, like that was the first time I had ever put the two together. Right. You know what I mean?
Were you even a fan of comedy? Were you watching comedy at that time?
I had seen Raw.
That's it.
I had seen, and Delirious. Okay. I had seen Eddie Murphy's special. So to me, that's what stand-up was. You know what I mean?
Later on, you find out it's not.
No, I'm gonna tell you. So the girl that when she said that, I was a comm major in college. So a big part of comm major, we wrote a lot of papers. You know what I mean? So when she told me that, I started like jotting down things that I would say in front of people that would make them laugh. So I started having kind of like a few ideas in my mind, but never ever, thinking about doing comedy. And then probably 3 or 4 months later in that same school year, that same girl was putting on a talent show. And she was like, you want to do comedy in my talent show? And I was like, yeah, I do. You know what I mean? I have some stuff I had been writing down. So I was like, how much time do you do? Are we going to be doing? She said, about 15 minutes.
Wow. 15 minutes for your first time?
And this is in college, right?
Yeah. But again, I had never... Yeah, I had no idea. So 15 didn't sound long or short. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
I
was
no
just,
clue. Yeah,
I was just like, okay. So again, I had some stuff written down, and the cool part about it was she had rehearsals. She had a rehearsal for the show, and it wasn't just comics. It was rappers, dancers, singers, a whole eclectic mix of talent.
Yeah.
So I got to go over my stuff in front of the other people that were going to be on the show. You know what I mean?
Right.
In the run through. So I kind of got a feel that it was pretty close to 15 minutes. And then from that, I got to pick up a few little points where people actually chuckled. Because it wasn't an audience. It was just other, people.
Yeah, it's like almost like an open mic.
Right. People hanging around watching.
The other people that are going to be in the show. So,
right. Yeah. Other performers.
Yeah. So, I got a little couple chuckles. So that night, I mean, when the show came up, I kind of knew where the pacing was going to be. And I always tell people, like, the moment I stepped on stage for the first time, I knew it was what I wanted to do, like, for the rest of my life.
That's great.
And it was cool because we were in a school. It was a lot of my friends from school. So the stuff I was talking about resonated with them. You know what I mean? It was,
What was your first joke?
I don't.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I don't. Oh. I know I had a lot of stories back then. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like my killer story was like having sex with this girl with no legs.
You did that?
No, that was the
your
bit.
opener?
Yeah, that was actually my closer. You know what I mean? I remember that was my closer back then. So
I mean, it sounds like a good closer.
it was actually pretty funny. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I had a bit about Oprah, how rich Oprah was, and I was like, for her kind of money, I would eat a dick.
Right.
Like I had. I had
No, I know. You don't have to do it right now.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, do the whole 15 right now. But how did it go? Like your first time doing this in this college variety show?
So yeah, no, it turned out to be great.
Yeah.
Like it was, it was great. And then she had some professional comics in the show. She had like 2 or 3 professional comics. I would just remember one.
Joey Gaynor?
No, this was in San Diego.
Oh, okay.
And I think the dude's name was
Joe Coy.
I don't. No, actually, it's so funny because actually, I started with Bobby Lee.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, turns out these comics that she had were comics from the La Jolla Comedy Store. So after my set, they were like, yeah, that was pretty funny. Our open mic is on Wednesdays. Come down between this time. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I went down to the Comedy Store in La Jolla a few weeks later. And I remember, Fred Burns. You remember Fred Burns?
That name sounds very familiar, but
he came through the ice out, the annex at one point. He was on crutches, older guy on crutches.
I don't remember any handicap.
He used to be the manager at the La Jolla Comedy Store back then, though, when I had first started. And then obviously everyone's goal in La Jolla is to move to L.A. So
right.
that whole crew, like Bobby Lee started there when I did. So that whole crew eventually moved to L.A. But I remember the first time I went to do the open mic, Fred was like, yeah, you go on like after midnight. And again, I was in college. You know what I'm saying? I was 19. I wasn't even old enough to go in the club.
Right.
So I was like, man, I'm not staying here till midnight. I'm about to go home.
That was us last night.
Fuck that. And I remember he said,
Circle
you can leave now, but whenever you come back, you're going on after midnight. And so I was like,
wow, man. I think I remember that name, but I still, I think I saw it. So what happened after
So
that?
I was like, well, fuck it, then I'll stay. You know what I'm saying? So I have to wait outside till after, till it's my turn to go up. I went up, no one in the crowd, and this was probably my. It was my second. It may be my second or third. I may have had one more time on stage since my first time. You know what I mean? So from that great 15 to this shit with no one in the crowd, basically you're just saying your material out loud.
Rehearsing it almost. Yeah.
I got off stage like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And I remember Fred was like, you're funny. You can call in on. And then he told me Mondays or whatever the day was to call in. You know what I mean? And then I was able to start getting spots up there.
That's great, man.
See, he wanted to see that you were dedicated and not just,
Right. But again, I'm 19. So, you know what I mean? And it was crazy because from that first time I did that 15, I wasn't able to reach that level again for like 2 years. Yeah. Like I could barely do 10, like let alone 15. And then like that level of funny, it just took forever to reach that level again. Cause I just remember after that first time, you started getting all this advice from different people.
Notes.
Oh, you got to do new stuff every time. You can't repeat. And it just fucked my head up. You know what I mean? I think that's why I was so good. I had no knowledge of comedy before that, that I was able to get that first time off the way it went. You know what I mean? Cause even though I was bombing time 2 through whatever, I never wanted to give up. Like I had that feeling of that first time to go back to, you know what I mean?
And those 2 years were like an exploration process for you to like figure out, how do I do this? Do I do new stuff? Do I keep doing the same 5 minutes?
Absolutely.
You're chasing the laughing dragon, man.
No, seriously. And I've been chasing it ever since. And
it's same thing.
It's a great, you know what I mean? It's a great journey. Like, and that's what I was saying. From that first time, I knew that feeling. I was like, yeah.
Right.
I want to repeat this. I wasn't able to repeat it for a few years.
So were you an asshole during these 2 years? Just getting back to the asshole stuff.
So let me tell you more about myself.
So I called someone a name, and then
No, it's funny because I feel like that's kind of what stopped me from being an asshole.
Right. Okay.
Was I now had an outlet for it. You know what I mean? So I felt like I didn't have to waste this stuff on people.
That's really weird because that's the opposite for most comics. Because most comics become comics.
That is true.
And then they become bigger assholes
once they become comics.
Which is the opposite of that, right? I mean, I think about it. It's like they want to just voice their opinion. They want to like come in and then bring people down and you know like fucking.
They want to do 12 minutes in a drug den.
And it's so funny
because people are waiting.
For me now, I look at it like that's for stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's what now I have that outlet. I feel like before I was doing that because I had no other outlet for it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I had all these thoughts and ideas going through my head, but it was no place to take them.
Right.
So I was just putting them out on other people. You know what I mean? But once I got the stage, I mean, it just didn't become, you know, something I needed to do anymore. Like I didn't need to get it off on people because I was like, shit, I need to take that to the stage. You know?
Yeah, and it's, you know, I mean, when people say I was an asshole when I was a teen, it's like that's very common because that's everyone's time to be an asshole and explore that territory and then learn and grow from there. You know.
Oh man,
totally.
I think about when I first started doing comedy and how like arrogant and like
you were cocky, right?
Well, I was a bit cocky because things were happening for me.
I'm glad I didn't know you back then.
I was getting into places. I was calling in at the Improv. Like sending email. I would like fucking levity. I was doing great. I just thought I was cocky. I had commercials being booked left and right, and then fucking everything just fell flat. But even at the age of like 28, you know, like I was when around the time when things started like going well for me at that time. But yeah, it's like you're chasing the dragon because the laughing dragon, because no one ever will experience that. No matter what job you have, you can be a dentist, you can be whatever, but no one knows that feeling of being on stage for like 20 minutes, maybe even 4. It depends on what show you're doing. Even 10 minutes.
1 minute, yo.
But yeah, but I'm saying that like I saw like back in the Annex shows or like even the Ice House Room or I mean whatever club you're at, man, whatever place you're at, to get those laughter, like that pouring laughter, like after something that you say, to have control of the audience. It's amazing. It's something that I've been chasing. No. And then whenever I get a taste of it, like with COVID, I was funny because I was doing one of the jokes that I've done forever, and then like I did it and it got a laugh, and I haven't felt that in a while when I was like, this joke fucking still works, you know? Like
it's a weird time, especially now that everyone's jumping back in, either trying old stuff that you know works back in the day, or trying new stuff here and there, and getting used to it again.
I feel the pressure now to just like, and it's true, it's like you just can't be going like, that's why last night at the Improv I was just like, fuck it, I'm not gonna do my A shit for these fucking assholes, you know?
Well, because it's like, first of all, no one, there's no.
Well, not assholes.
No, but there's
but
I get it. It's like it's all comics. There's no booker watching per se right there.
Yeah, it's not live like,
and it's like go up and explore, have fun. You know, you got 3 minutes or whatever to do. You know, something different. Or whatever.
Exactly, and that's the way
that's what that mic last night should have been for everyone. I mean, we didn't stay the whole time, but like when people are going up doing their like A-list shit. It's like, this is a drug den, man. These people can't even hear you.
You know, Kareem, that feeling when you go up there and you do your like a joke and it doesn't land.
Rob, what was that? Oh, so wait, Rob and I did another mic over the weekend at the pizza place outside. And that was also
we did Delicious Pizza. Have you been there where Far Side used to record?
Nah.
Yeah, they do. Because I'm just hitting up mics because I need somewhere to go up, because basically I'm not going to go up where Bill Burr's going up, you know? Like, it's not going to be like Sarah Silverman, Bill Burr, and Rob DeRocha.
And that's the Roosevelt shows now. Like, that's one thing about COVID, like celebrities are in town.
Right.
You know what I mean? They haven't been able to hit the road, so you're getting Bill Burr at open mics.
Yeah, exactly. No,
Tiffany Haddish live at the Venice Compound.
Everyone's on Clubhouse. Like Tiffany Haddish is on there and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to get up on like, I want to get up on the Supernova, but like I don't know if I'm going to get up on there. I know I should, but I don't know. But then when you look at that lineup, it's like Jesselnick. Fucking who knows? Rogan probably flies in for it. Who knows?
Yeah.
Takes a helicopter.
Mark Stevens. Anyway, yeah. I mean, it's a weird time, and like that like we went to an open mic. There was a heckler at the open mic we went to last weekend, and I was like, this is now we have hecklers at open mics, and it's like, man,
it's probably someone that wants to do comedy though. You know
they thought they were funny, and they were in the back, and they were just judging every joke that someone was doing. And it was like, just shut the fuck up. And he thought he was being funny, and then he'd start talking to the audience, and Finally, like the whole like open mic, everybody there just told him to shut the fuck up. Finally, and
I
he
swear,
finally.
I would have been like, "You come up, let him come up here and try it." You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
I think someone did do
Someone
that.
did do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was drunk.
go
but it was
ahead
also
and do
like-
that stupid shit in front of the people,
Right.
and that's why I always
He would
tell
do-
people like. Stand up is like a roller coaster, like riding a roller coaster. You don't have to ride a roller coaster 1,000 times to know if you like roller coasters.
Right, exactly. You
Like
need-
your
you need
first
one.
time,
Yeah.
right? And that's
Yeah.
how getting on stage is. And that's why I always try to prompt these people that are like that dude.
This guy was trying to like pull everyone aside and give them notes.
yeah,
after,
like here,
he's like, I got some notes.
Put those notes you just gave out
Yeah.
together and try them in front of these people,
Right,
and that'll
exactly.
tell you right away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's not gonna take long to know if you're really good
You
at
know,
this or not.
it's one of those people that just keeps on yelling. Oh yeah, that was good. That was good. That was really good. You know,
Yeah,
like, it's
yeah,
like what? Like I don't need your fucking approval, Dad. You know, like just shut the fuck up.
You
Like,
come to an open mic to heckle.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Like, you have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, where's your life right now? But that's where it was. It was. I'm just getting up. Where are you getting up right now? Like what are you just like going to
Man.
places, showing your face?
Well, pretty much. I mean, I did Ahmed's Huntington Beach gig.
Yeah, I saw that. How
which
was that?
Great.
What was that like?
600 people, yo.
Wow.
Shut the fuck
Nice.
up on the
Yeah.
sand or
Packed
what?
out. Yeah, because I think it's at this place called Sea Legs on the beach.
Oh wow.
So I think they have other things there because the stage was set up like, yo, this is a stage that stays here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it
They
looked like
probably
one of
have
those-
like beach concerts, and
Right.
they need nights to fill with other shit. Yeah.
Right, I'm about to say it looked like one of those outdoor concert stages. You know what I'm saying? So the people were going all the way back. Then he had like a gate that blocked people out, and then there were people that were behind the gate watching the show for free. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Cheapskates.
because I guess he's been having it for like 4 weeks, and like I was saying, like his headliners have been like Tiffany Haddish, Bill
Oh, wow.
Burr. He had
Jerry Seinfeld?
no, who was the dude? Jeremy Piven.
Oh, Jeremy Piven.
Did he do scenes from Entourage? Did he read scenes from Entourage?
Jeremy Piven. No,
He
just kidding.
sold it out though.
I know.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
No,
saying?
I know. I
He
just
sold it out. He had
Jeremy, I got to think about Jeremy Piven. It cracks me up because he thinks I'm comedy grind, this and that. It's like, bitch, you've been fucking getting up on the easiest shows.
Right.
Everyone fucking knows who you are.
Right.
You're not, you act like you fucking talk about comedy like you're fucking some zen.
Exactly.
I just listen to interviews. I listen to Corolla.
It could be like Tom Cruise being like, I'm doing a stand-up comedy show tonight, and it sells out.
Exactly. It's going to fucking sell out.
no.
We got to see this.
I'm not
Tom
trying
Cruise?
to be bitter about it. It's just annoying because he comes out and just talks. Whenever I see him on a spot headline, it's like because he bombed at the Dime and he was talking to
Oh,
me
yeah.
about it, and he was
I've
like,
seen him at the Dime.
He's like,
hilarious.
I bombed the other day. I bombed. And I looked at him. I'm like, you bombed at the Dime. Everyone bombs at the Dime.
Yeah, there's
And
no
second
audience.
of all, you're lucky.
So common.
You're lucky. You're performing at the fucking factory. It took me fucking 7 years to get into the factory. You know, like.
Right. And he knows that. He's like,
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't?
He's fucking clueless.
Wow. All right.
It's funny because I've been doing the Dime Zoom.
There's been a Dime Zoom?
You think the Dime?
Oh, I
is
didn't know
bad.
Adam Hunter's doing a Zoom show? I didn't know that.
Yeah, you think we've actually been doing it pretty much since like a month in the COVID.
Oh, I haven't seen anyone advertise it.
I've
Or else I-
seen it.
Oh, you haven't? I posted every, you know what I'm saying? Every
I've seen
Tuesday.
that
Wow.
you've posted it. I've seen other people
I didn't know that was
post it.
happening. Dime's
Yeah.
opening back up, though, in like real
Well,
life.
he said
right?
in mid-June.
Yeah.
Once the June 15th thing, you know what
Right.
I'm saying? And then he was saying how she wants to open another one. They're having one in Inglewood too.
Oh,
so
all right.
it's gonna be 2 nights of
You can bomb twice in one
right.
night.
And it's hilarious because that's like the running joke on the Zoom show.
Really?
Like, I love at least getting the bomb from the comfort of my own home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I always say,
That is
yo,
true. That is one thing about this.
Chappelle.
I was
went
like,
there.
yo, I used to have to drive 5
Right.
miles, pay $10 to park, and buy 2 drinks to bomb.
That
like
is
this.
true. There should be like a Zoom version, like of a place where you know there's not going to be anyone there anyway, and it's like let's just do this mic on Zoom.
And that's
Like,
how the
yeah.
Zoom is.
They should just
yo.
keep that going for the Dime. Then you don't have
Like-
to go down there.
We literally have like a core 10 to 15 people that watch every week. You know what I mean?
That's
and,
good.
And then the comics.
I think Cat Alvarado's part of that group.
10 to
yeah.
15.
Yeah,
That's more
Yes.
people than that are actually at the bar.
regular
actually.
dime.
Yeah.
No, that's a punchline as
Oh,
well.
is it? All right. I stole someone's joke. Sorry. All right.
But
You
yeah,
didn't even do it.
that's actually how I've been. You know, what I mean, not staying sharp, but at least working that muscle
Right.
the whole time has been
Yeah.
that dime show. You know, but since it's got back open, I've been doing a lot of Ahmed stuff. Ahmed actually kept doing live shows during the pandemic, like that Compound.
Right. And then the Jam in the Van, and there's all those other shows that are going on, and that have like the biggest names in comedy.
I know, like Supernova.
Right, exactly.
All I could do is be like, "Hey, man, could I host it or something? Can I come in here and host so I can hang out with everybody? I just need to perform in front of an audience,
Actually, the performing too, but one of the biggest parts I missed, was just hanging out with comics. I didn't realize how much I missed that when you just show up at a spot and see your boys and y'all just shoot the shit.
Right.
I felt that last night, and I had a great time. I just because it's hard sometimes because you go there, you don't know if you're going to go up.
Right.
Because they do like a list, but they pick the people that are going up.
Bullshit list.
It's not whatever. It's just the way it is, man.
I know.
I don't know.
Everyone's
doing their best.
The comedy politics.
It really is. But hanging out with people is something.
And then hanging out with Quincy yesterday was fucking cool as fuck because I haven't seen Quincy in a while. Well, I did see him I've seen him one other time, and I saw him in Vegas. We did shows in Vegas. But other than that, fucking just great to just hang out, have some drinks, just talk some bullshit, talk comedy.
Trying to remember who some of these people are.
Because a lot of times that's how we create.
Right.
You know what I mean? Being around each other and just talking about bullshit, that a lot of times that's how you come up with bits. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Something that makes another comic
and then you all three people write it down, and it's like, oh, whose bit is this now? who's taking
that always
ownership?
happens with Kareem because me and Kareem are pretty much the same.
Everyone walks
color,
away
so.
and voice memos.
We just deal with the same situations when we get pulled over by the cops. So it's the same thing. Because I am Latino, so
All right. Well, Kareem, is there any other moments that you may have been an a-hole? That you can think of. Rob, you're not pressing Kareem as hard as some of the other guests.
You know why I'm not? Because I can honestly say, I've known other people that have been on this show.
Right. No,
I've heard that are assholes to other people.
Kareem's a nice guy.
That actually could pick out a moment wait a minute, don't forget this time.
No, I cannot remember a time where someone said fuck Kareem or Kareem did this, and I'm like, what? No way. And when someone tells you about someone that you're friends with, and you're like, he did what?
Yeah, you're shocked.
He threw a brick through your window of your house.
Oh, hilarious.
He robbed your house.
No, and that's what I'm saying. Honestly, once I became a stand-up, that part of me went away.
That's great. So you got it out of your system when you were a teen, and then you never looked back at it.
Well, I mean, I won't even say I got it out of my system, but I just channel it to the stage.
Yeah.
And it's funny because a lot of times that's the place where I take out my anger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I write jokes about the cops. When shit happens to me like that, I feel like that's the place that I'm able to get that out. And I always from the beginning, when I first started, that was one of the things that popped in my mind is this is one place where people will and kind of have to listen to me. You know what I mean? That's something I was as a kid, I always felt why don't these motherfuckers listen to what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And then once I started doing stand-up, I felt ooh, I kind of have this audience.
The stage is a great place to take out your aggression. Absolutely.
I mean, you have to make it funny.
Yes, you can't just go out there and yell or throw the stool across the stage.
There was a lot of yesterday. What was it? Yesterday there was the classic. Someone was humping the chair.
People are still doing that bit.
Yeah, someone was doing that yesterday. I was like, oh my god.
And again,
people haven't had sex in a year. They're just taking it out on stage in front of people.
That's a funny act out with a funny premise.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But you just can't hump it to hump it.
Yeah.
Because Cat Williams does some great stuff with the stool. You know what I mean? He did that one where he was mounting it like a tiger. But you have to have a joke of, you know what I mean, that leads up to it. It's just kind of like cussing on stage.
Someone did a joke yesterday that wasn't even a joke, and what they said was, what did they say? They said, oh, if I see someone else driving around with a mask on while they're driving, I'm just gonna punch him in the face.
Is that a?
And I was just like, "Where's the joke?" Right? That's just a statement. You're just
what do you guys think of an original show? 5-minute sets, but you have to incorporate humping the stool in one of your bits. But it's got to be original. It's got to be good.
It's got to be original.
It's got to you got to come up with your perspective, your point. Yeah, like a good bit, a good joke. But like within your 5-minute set, you got to include a stool hump at some point somehow.
Well, I already got one because
Me too.
I have a bit from a long time ago, but I put that away. So I don't even want to bring it out.
I don't know. I'm thinking of like theme show ideas that some places might be like, yes, that sounds awesome. I don't know.
I think about the stool. I'm trying to think of like the stool. Yeah, I used to use the stool as I was a person.
What do you think about a show called Loose Stools? And the stool is loose. There's a loose stool on
Brought
stage.
to you by Metamucil.
Yeah, one of the legs of the stool.
Pepto-Bismol.
No, one of the legs of the stool is actually loose. That's it, and you shake it and wobble it. I don't know. All right. This is
how many listeners do we have?
We have 2 people in Clubhouse right now.
All right, huge.
See if anyone wants to come up and ask any comedy questions or talk to Kareem or Rob or myself. I don't know if anyone...
and the fact is, I'm not pressing with Kareem just because I've known Kareem for a long. I mean,
and Kareem is a nice guy. I don't want to hear.
Dude, he had to deal with me when I was like when I was running the Ice House. I used to like run the stage 2 and like. And I had to deal with so many fucking idiots.
We just got a bunch of people in there. Let's see if people want to come on.
Remember that shit?
Oh, no. And Joey Gaynor.
And I had to deal with Joey Gaynor, who I love.
All right, let's take a listener on Clubhouse real quick. Sean, would you like to come on the I'm a Basshole podcast? We have comedian Kareem Matthews and Rob DeRocha on the show today. And anything you'd like to talk about, ask. Sean? Sean, are you there? Sean?
Hello.
Hey, how are you? Hey, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Welcome to the I'm a Basshole podcast. We have comedian Kareem Matthews here, Rob DeRocha. Any comedy questions or anything you want to talk about?
Right now, not right now, because I just hopped in a room and I'm just listening to see what's going on. So maybe soon, but not right now.
All right.
All right, that was cool.
All right. Well, thanks for
He's honest.
Thanks for stopping by, Sean. Yeah. Subscribe to the podcast if you can.
He brings him up and, hey, you got a question? No. Not right now.
I gotta pre-screen these people from now on. It's like, no, I got nothing to say. No, but I'll come on stage.
It's like a deer in headlights.
I will come on stage and yeah, it's like I don't know. What do you want me to do? Anyway,
what time is the show tonight?
The show is at 8:00 tonight at the Comedy Chateau. There's a few tickets still left if people are interested.
We have 50 tickets sold.
Yes,
it's gonna be a good show.
So if anyone wants to come down,
Kareem, I might put you up like maybe we'll give you 5 minutes if you come on out. I don't know. What do you think, Doug? I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
Well, I'm just thinking about it. Rob is like,
you
we'll
have
work
to think
on
about
that.
it.
No, I'm saying you.
I don't have to think about it. It's just more about because we have to run a tight ship and like, the club's adding people.
Oh no,
on.
I get it. Remember, I came to the last one.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? So I know how they run the.
It's like all of a sudden, and you got this guy, and
exactly.
That's all good.
This guy's gonna do his HBO special now.
Oh my God!
And keep running the light.
Oh yeah, 5 minutes turns into 10 easily.
15.
Yeah.
Well, come through anyways. I'll get you a beer. How about that? But I might be able to give you 5 minutes up front. I don't know. I'll see how many people are there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
if
Kareem,
not, I'll be on the next one.
Yeah, you're on the next one for sure.
In June, yes. Kareem, we learned a lot about you today. You came on the show. You talked about how you used to call people names. On the school bus with the mixed neighborhoods.
What's the meanest name? I just have to ask. That
Gray Jacket.
Gray Jack. No.
Gray Jack. Sorry.
Come on, man.
I mean, these are junior high names, so now they're not gonna sound.
Well, I don't want you to get canceled either.
They're not gonna sound. They're not gonna sound harsh,
Right.
But we had this one dude that we called Monkey.
Monkey?
Yeah, he was like a French monkey.
Oh, fancy. He's a fancy.
Oh, and that I'm telling you, in junior high, that nickname used to kill. Like he used to hate that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he did.
Was he French?
No, but he was black.
He looked French.
He can still be French and black.
Did he wear? Yes, you can.
Who the hell, man?
Did he wear like a beret or something? Where did the Monkey come from?
I don't know. We just thought he looked like a French monkey.
French monkey.
Oh man. That is. Talking about fucking with someone's mind, dude.
I know. That's
Ho, ho, ho. He's a French monkey.
monkey. Ha ha.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
That won't
Oh
fly
my
now.
God.
No, it definitely would not. All right, that's a good one. That's a good one to end on, I'll say. All right, well, Kareem, there's only when people come on this show, they state their name and they say that they're an asshole. So the floor is yours.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm Kareem Matthews, and I'm an asshole.
There you go, folks. Kareem Matthews. He's an asshole, but he came on the I'm a Basshole show and redeemed himself by coming on here and talking about him being an asshole when he was a teenager. So thank you for coming in.
I
Thanks.
feel cured.
Yeah, that's people usually leave here
You
10
feel
pounds
cleansed?
lighter. you
This
know?
is therapeutic.
Yeah. It's like doing a detox.
Well, we got Gray Jack outside, by the way.
Yeah.
She's,
They're waiting outside right on the sidewalk.
Pissed off.
Oh
too.
yeah.
I used to love that jacket.
Exactly. She's back.
she's got
back.
a different color now.
We also have Monkey here as well.
The Monkster.
Oh my God! All right, well, this was fun. This was a lot of fun. Make sure you follow Kareem on Instagram at Kareem Matthews. Is there anything else you want to plug, Kareem? You got a show coming up? Anything?
Just follow me on all those platforms, man. I keep you guys posted there at Kareem Matthews, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pornhub. Follow me on
Pornhub.
all.
Oh, wow. We should have started with that. All right. All right, great. All good stuff. Follow Kareem. Make sure you follow I'm a Basshole on iTunes and Spotify and the YouTube channel, all that stuff. A-Hole Podcast is our social media. We have a show tonight at the Comedy Chateau, 8 p.m. Rob, myself, Jamie Kennedy, Jeff Dye, Willie Cristal, a bunch of people. It's going to be a great show. A lot of fun. There's a couple tickets left. If you want them, DM me now. Get them now. I'm also performing in Florida this weekend in Punta Gorda on the Divorce Diary show. The first show is sold out.
Where are you Puta Gorda?
Punta Gorda. The first show is sold out Friday night. There's been a second show added on Saturday, so DM me if you live in Florida
Fat
area
bitch, huh?
and you want to go to that. I can get you the information. All right. Anything else we want to talk about, Rob? I don't know.
No, Puta Gorda. That's
Is that what that means?
Rob
Yeah,
likes
fat
that
bitch.
name.
Punta Gorda means fat bitch?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
That's a town. My in-laws live in that town.
Well, it's called Punta, but no, Puta
Oh,
Gorda.
Puta.
Yeah, Puta Gorda is called fat bitch.
But there's
you
an
should
N.
use that as your first joke, and please let me record it and tell me how it goes.
All right, I'll try. Maybe I'll try the first.
I just wrote your first joke right there. If I was there, I'd crush it.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if I can get away with that joke. I don't know.
I'll get away with it.
You
I
could.
would fucking do it.
Rob, you're such a rebel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, follow the show, and remember, folks, don't be a basshole or an asshole, but if you are, laugh about it and talk about it. Bye.
You've been listening to I'm an Asshole with Doug Bass. Please subscribe to us on all streaming platforms. Have a good asshole story? Email us at doug@dougbasscomedy.com. We'll see you next time.